So, so for 40 days straight, I'm gonna go live for at least 30 minutes, and I'm gonna be sharing with you some key things to help you become more free, more powerful, and more successful. End of story. If you follow what I'm telling you, if you do what I'm telling you to do, you're going to be more free, more powerful, and more successful, guaranteed. I promise you that. Okay? So let's talk about the subject tonight, and that is the power to be more confident. The power to be more confident. Leave me a comment below. Is there something that you wish you can be more confident at? That could be walking up to a girl or a guy to tell them that you're interested in them. That could be more confident on starting a business, finding a job. That could be more confident moving out from your parents. That could be more confident to tell people what you think, how you feel. More confident to go up to your boss and tell your boss you want a raise. More confident with how you dress. More confident with walking outside without makeup, right? More confident with the way you look. More confident with respect to your body. Would you like to be more confident in some area of your life? If you want to be more confident, I want you to put it down in an area. I want you to write it in the comment section. How you can be more confident is what we're going to talk about tonight. All right? What would you like to be more confident doing? More confident in speaking. Some people don't. They're afraid to speak in front of people. More confident in whatever area of your life. What would that be? So, self-confidence, what is it? Confidence really means that you believe, trust, and rely on something. That's what it means to be confident. You believe it, you trust it, and you rely upon it. I'm sitting in a chair, okay? I believe that this chair can hold my weight, so I sat in it. If I did not have confidence that this chair could hold my weight, I wouldn't sit in it, right? Confidence in self means that you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, and you rely upon yourself. You trust yourself in whatever area. You believe in yourself, and you rely on yourself. People who lack self-confidence, they don't have that. They don't trust their decisions. They don't rely upon their own decisions. Other people have to make decisions for them, or they wait for somebody else to tell them what to do, right? They don't believe in themselves. They don't rely upon themselves. They don't do anything. That lack of self-confidence cements your feet in a place of complacency. You do nothing. And so, like a baby, if someone doesn't do it for you, you're not going to get it done. Even when you have done everything that you need to do and you deserve it, why won't you go up to your boss and tell your boss you want a raise? Why won't you tell your boss you want that promotion? Why won't you tell your husband what you want? Your wife, what you want? Your parents, what you want? Why? Because you're not confident. You may not be confident and believe and rely enough on yourself to be able to go do it. Why won't you do the things that's in your heart to do? Why? Because you lack the confidence to do it. I like to move quickly. Okay? I'm not afraid of making mistakes. I don't care if I make a mistake. And I don't care what people think about me making a mistake. So when there's something I want to do, whether I have all of the information or not, I do it. Because the best way for me to learn is to do it. And I know I have enough smarts. I have enough passion, confidence, love. I'm educated enough to do whatever it is I need to do. Now, there are some things that I'm not confident about, like flying an airplane. I would figure it out if I had to. There are some things that I'm just not confident about. I don't understand how to do those things, so I do not explore or go in those particular areas. But when it comes to relationships and other things that hold you back from being your best, you have to increase your confidence. You have to. If not, your whole life will be stunted and dependent on somebody else. You have to. Being self-confident means that you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, and you rely on yourself. That's what's important. Now, what are some of the crutches, some of the things that lacking in self-confidence hinders us from doing? Or what are some of those signs, causes of low self-confidence? Number one, causes of self-confidence is your inner critic is telling you you can't do it. You suck. You haven't done that before. You're going to fail. People they lack self-confidence because they have not learned to overcome the inner critic, the person that's telling them, you haven't done that before. Why are you trying to do that? So-and-so failed. You can't do it. If they can't do it, you can't do it. You're so critical of yourself that you won't even do it. Right? Knowing that you have all of the tools, the gifts, the abilities to get it done. Another reason why a lot of people may experience low self-confidence, because when they were growing up, they were bullied, pushed around, didn't fight back. And so now, 10, 15, 20 years later, they're still feeling like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. Because I remember in elementary school or high school or college, or I remember in my first marriage, or I remember in that relationship, these things happened. Another reason is you may have had some sort of emotional trauma. To make this personal, I try to encourage my daughter and my sons, who are all grown. I try to encourage my daughter to just go for it. And by the way, none of us are born with low self-confidence. None of us are. When we are babies, we do whatever we feel like doing. And it's not until we are smacked on our hands by our parents or we're told no that we begin to stop doing. Right? That's what happens. So we've been told no so many times growing up that now we are like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that. No, you should do it. If you want to do it, you should do it. If it's going to enhance, grow, expand your life, you should do it. You should. Another thing is you have wrong belief systems. Your belief system is causing you to not believe that you can do something. Take a man who's a billionaire. Woman who's a billionaire. Somebody successful in business. I'll use Bill Gates as an example. Bill Gates, user 649, you can ask my advice. Let's take Bill Gates for an example. If Bill Gates lost all of his money, all of it, for whatever reason. In a few short years, he would get it all back. Here's why. Because he's done it before. He's done it before. Until you give it a shot, you're not going to know. So you cannot have wrong belief systems and think that you're going to have confidence. It doesn't work like that. Low self-confidence leads to bad relationships. You're in a relationship with somebody you love, and instead of telling them what you think, what you feel about whatever, your fear of their judgment of you, right? Maybe you feel like maybe they're going to leave me. You won't tell them what you want. So you go through a situation where you're not happy because you lack the self-confidence to stand up for yourself in that particular situation. Happens at work, in all kinds of situations, in the parent-child relationship, and some parent-child relationships where the parent is older and the child is older. Okay? Some of the other things to do. Low confidence leads to you accepting things that you should not accept. People doing stuff to you that you know they shouldn't be doing. They shouldn't. So it leads to that. It leads to you being stepped on and pushed around when you shouldn't be doing that. You don't deserve that. Low self-confidence leads to that. Lower than usual in a performance in life all around. That's what having low self-confidence, a low belief in oneself, a low reliance upon oneself, and a lack of trust in oneself. It leads to that. And you deserve better, period. User 649, I'm going to answer these questions for you. And I'm going to tell you my recommendation about what you should do regarding that. So, how do you become more self-confident? How does a person develop more self-confidence? Now, is this something that a person can actually develop? Self-confidence, or confidence, as we said before, is a belief in oneself. You believe in yourself. You trust yourself. You rely upon yourself in a particular area, with a particular situation, in a relationship. You trust yourself. You rely upon yourself. Okay? What kinds of things do you need to do to increase your self-confidence? Number one, if you want to grow your self-confidence, you are just going to have to pull up your bootstraps and start trying stuff. You cannot worry about whether it's not going to work. You cannot worry about whether you're going to fail. You can't worry about whether it's going to not work out or be good. You have to try stuff. The more you do it, the better you become at it. The better you become at it, the easier it becomes. The easier it becomes, the more you do it. And that's how it works. But if you lack confidence and you won't try stuff, you're going to stand at the door of opportunity, and it is going to pass you by and slam in your face because you did not have enough trust and confidence in yourself to take that opportunity. That's number one. Number two, in order for you to grow in self-confidence, you have to avoid all negative outside noises. Now, I want you to listen to me here. That's negative noises from your past. All of those no's that you may have been told by your parents and your friends and people who thought you weren't good enough. You have to avoid that. You have to shut that out. You have to reframe your thinking, start to retrain your mind, start to put in things that say you can do it. You will do it. You can do it. You have to shut all of those outside noises out, because those noises are drowning out the yeses in your life. They're drowning out the confident area of your life. The lack of confidence area is so loud in your life that it's drowning out the area that you can be confident in. So you gotta shut it all out. Fill your thinking with positive stuff like this that tells you you can do it. Yesterday, my daughter asked me, Daddy, can I take the training wheel, the one last training wheel off of my bike? So I said, you sure you want to try it? Yes. She said yes. So I took her to an open area, and many of you may have seen that video, and, I gave it a shot. So in the beginning, it was challenging for her. In fact, she cried because she fell a couple times. She started losing her confidence. My wife and I didn't let her quit. We would not let her quit. We tried a bunch of different things, holding her, all of that good stuff. I finally figured out, okay, if I lowered her seat, she'd feel more confident because her feet can touch the ground. And if her feet can touch the ground, she can control whether or not she was going to fall. That helped. So I began to push her. And as you see in the video, she began to ride her bike without her training wheel. And at the end of it, she threw the training wheel in the trash can. But before that, through that, it was a challenge. But what we did is we took it a little bit at a time, baby steps, until she broke through. That's how you have to do in your life. We all have to do it. You have to take it a little bit at a time, shut out all of that noise, make sure the yeses drown out the no's in your life. Number 3, when you make a mistake, in order to increase your self-confidence, when you make a mistake, and you are, when you fall down, and you will, when you fail, and you will, don't beat yourself up. Don't tell yourself how much you suck and you shouldn't have did it. And oh my God, everybody makes mistakes. Not that you're everybody. You're not perfect and you're not immune to mistakes. You're going to make them. But don't beat yourself up. Learn from it. Grow from it. Push through. Get back up and try it a damn again. I don't care what it is. Relationships. You went up to a pretty girl, to a pretty guy. They told you no. Okay, go to the next one. And the next one. That's what you have to do. And finally, you have to be patient with the process. Patience is the power to wait on something, even when you might know what the outcome is going to be. Be patient. Don't try to rush it. As you're drowning out those no's and you're starting to inject your mind with yeses, be patient. Because if you try to rush the process of growing more confident, the reverse might happen. You might just quit altogether and lose all confidence. And that's not what you should be doing. The power to be more confident means you got to try new stuff, avoid outside noises, don't beat yourself up, and be patient with the process. Write in the comment section, what is something that you would like to be more confident with? Write that in the comment section right now. What are some of the things that you personally would like to become more confident at doing? No matter what it is, don't be ashamed to say it. What is it? And then I'll talk to you. We'll answer some questions. So user 649, let's talk about this question. You said you're seeing a person, a man. He promises you that he's going to get married. And suddenly he's ghosting you. He keeps saying he's busy, but he posts the pics in his snap. He doesn't call or answer your calls. Move on. Forget him. Anybody who is interested in you will invest time in you. I'm sorry to tell you, but he may not be interested. I know that's tough. I know that may hurt, but you need to move on. You cannot get what belongs to you if you're holding on to what doesn't belong to you. So don't spend your time whining over, worrying about somebody who is ghosting you. You are too good for that. So move on. Keep it moving. What are some of the things that you would like to be more confident in? Claudio Banks, I can't help you with that. But there are other things that you can do to actually minimize that area of your life. So don't concern yourself with that. This is a good way to respond to this. We all have inadequacies in our lives. Things, maybe you may not be taller than the next person. You may not be as thin as the next person. You may not have as much education as the next person. You may not be as enthusiastic as the next person. But if you focus on the areas in your life where you are lacking and not put all your energy behind the areas where you're strong, you're failing. So don't concern yourself about that area in your life, that physical area in your life where you feel like you're inadequate. What areas in your life are you good at? Okay. Use that instead. Make that the aim. You want to focus on those things that you're good at and not those things that you're not good at, because we all suck at something. I can promise you that. You want to be more confident in getting a job. In baseball, in American baseball, a hitter is successful if he can hit the ball 3 out of 10 times he goes up to bat. If you want to become better at getting a job, you have to ask more people for a job. That's the bottom line. You can't ask 2 people and they tell you no, so you stop. No, you got to ask 200. And if those 200 say no, you have to keep going until somebody tells you yes. That's the only way it works. It's called at-bats. The more people you ask, the more opportunity you're going to get. So if you want to be more confident at getting a job, ask more people. That's just the bottom line. Somebody asked how old my daughter is. She's 5. She will be 6 in a couple of months. And I told my wife today, she's really becoming fun size to me, right? We were relating and being able to do some stuff. I had her hop in the car with me the other day when I had to go run an errand. It was good just having her there. VP, thank you for being glad that I'm live. I'll be doing this every day for 40 days straight, and this is day number 2. Let me see here. So, VP, you want to be more confident with talking with others. Okay. The only way to be more confident, listen to me. VP, I'm about to help you. I want you to listen to me. If you want to be more confident in talking to others, find people who are interested in the area that you are an expert in. You won't have a problem talking to them because the subject matter is something that you know well. So if you want to be more confident in areas that they're good in, study what they know, learn what they know, become well versed in it, then you can have conversations with those individuals as well. Increase your knowledge in the areas where they are experts at, and you will become more confident. That's the bottom line. A lot of times we're afraid to talk to each other because we don't want to sound stupid in front of them. And the truth is, we all have stupid stuff to say. Even though I'm a talker, I'm a speaker, that's how it works. I'm going to answer one more question, and then we will be back tomorrow at 6:30. One last question. You want to learn to be more patient. As I said before, Queen Lena, patience is the power to wait even though you might know the outcome. The truth is we all have some level of patience. For instance, if you were traveling somewhere and you knew the flight was 5 hours, you are not going to go up to the cockpit to tell the pilots to fly faster. You're not going to do that. You understand that you're going to get there in time, so you do what you have to do in that 5 hours to keep yourself busy and occupied, growing, whatever you have to do. Patience is like that. You have to ask yourself, okay, I'm here. I want to go there. This is how much time it's going to take. I am going to work my way towards it, not become anxious, not become overly excited about it. I'm going to continue to work until I get there. So I hope that helps you. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight. I will be on tomorrow again, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. I know that that's late for some of you in the U.K. and other parts of the world. You can catch this replay on my YouTube channel, on Instagram, on Facebook. But I'm going to be going live every single day to help you increase your freedom, power, and success in your life. Send me hearts if this was helpful to you. I want you to send me hearts at the bottom, as many as possible. I appreciate you guys. Share this video with your friends. Tomorrow, join again, because we're going to be talking again how to increase your freedom, your power, and your success. Drop those hearts. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, VP. Drop those hearts. Thank you, user 649. I want to be a blessing to you, and I want to make sure that I am being a blessing to you. Thank you so much, Claudio. Thank you so much, Quarantine Life. Thank you so much, Patricia. Drop those hearts. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.